My name is Ethan Moore. I am 28 years old, living in Boston, Massachusetts, USA. My story involves love, betrayal, and family conflicts that shattered my trust in the people I loved the most. I lived in a traditional household, and though my family accepted me being gay, I never expected the pain that would come from the two people closest to me, my boyfriend and my sister. I grew up in a very traditional household in Boston, where family values were rigid and expectations were high. From an early age, I realized I didn't feel attraction to girls like my peers did. It took me years of self-reflection to fully accept that I was gay, finally reaching clarity at 17. My siblings, despite their age difference, were supportive, while my parents reacted with caution, particularly my father, who never fully accepted it. At 19, I met someone I thought was perfect. His name was Lucas, and from the very beginning I felt a connection that seemed rare and magical. We started dating, and by 25 we had moved in together. Living with him felt like a dream. Our routines aligned, our personalities matched, and I truly believed he was my forever. I trusted him completely, sharing my life, hopes, and fears without hesitation. Everything changed a few months ago when I accidentally took Lucas's phone instead of mine. I went to the bathroom intending to relax, but a notification from my sister appeared. Curiosity got the better of me, and I opened it. What I saw made my world collapse. A nude from my sister. My heart raced, disbelief and horror overtaking me. I had never imagined anything so unimaginable could exist between them. I couldn't stop myself. I began scrolling through their messages and found months of explicit conversations, photos, and videos. The betrayal was total. My boyfriend of 9 years was cheating, and it was with my own sister. My stomach churned, nausea and humiliation overwhelming me. I felt my trust and love ripped apart, images etched in my mind that I couldn't erase. The thought of their betrayal made me physically shake. I confronted Lucas immediately, throwing his phone in his face to show him what I had discovered. He tried to defend himself, claiming it wasn't as I thought. My anger exploded. I couldn't contain it. I lashed out, punching him while screaming about the betrayal. The moment was violent, raw, and heartbreaking. It ended our relationship, shattering the love I had trusted for nearly a decade. The foundation of my life crumbled in seconds. After that night, I packed my bags and left the apartment. My heart was shattered, but I needed space to breathe. I returned to my parents' house, thinking I would find comfort there. The moment I stepped inside, my sister stormed up to me and slapped me across the face. My ears rang, and I froze in disbelief. She yelled at me for ruining her life, as if I was the one who had done something unforgivable. I learned quickly that everyone already knew what had happened. To my horror, most of them were on her side. My mother told me that you can't choose who you fall in love with, while my father just muttered that at least my sister was happy now. Their words felt like knives in my chest. No one cared that my heart had been broken. They were ready to move on as if my 9-year relationship meant nothing. My sister acted like she was the victim. She even posted a story on Instagram saying, "Don't let your boyfriend stop you from meeting your true love." Seeing that made my blood boil. My mother said I should be proud that they had found happiness. My father said it was time to be an adult and accept reality. Every word made me feel more invisible, more alone. I started questioning my own worth. Lucas had the audacity to reach out to me again. He said he never meant to hurt me, that he couldn't control who he fell in love with, and that he had discovered he was bisexual. He even told me he still loved me and suggested a polyamorous relationship so we could all be happy together. His words disgusted me. I almost punched him again when he said that. How could he twist betrayal into something so selfishly poetic? The only person who stood by me was my younger brother, Adam. He was furious about everything. The first time he saw Lucas, he punched him in the stomach without hesitation. He told me, "He's a creep, Ethan. How could he go after someone he's known since she was a child?" Adam became my anchor in the storm, reminding me that I wasn't crazy for feeling betrayed. Without him, I might have fallen apart completely. But the peace never lasted long. When Christmas came, my family insisted I join them for dinner. Against my better judgment, I went. My ex and sister were there, sitting side by side, acting like the perfect couple. Everyone treated them like royalty, laughing, smiling, pretending nothing had ever happened. I sat there silent, my heart aching, every laugh echoing like a cruel reminder of what I had lost. At one point, my mother asked us to take a family photo. I refused. The thought of standing next to them made me sick. She scolded me, saying I was ruining the mood, and that if I couldn't at least be polite, I should leave. My hands trembled as I walked out of the room. No one followed me. No one cared. I stood outside in the cold, feeling more like a stranger than a son. After that Christmas night, I stopped speaking to most of my family. I blocked my sister and Lucas on every platform. The silence was painful, but necessary. I realized that staying near them was destroying me more each day. My brother Adam helped me move into a small apartment across town. It wasn't much, but it was mine. A space where I could finally start to breathe again and rebuild what they had broken. The first few weeks were the hardest. Some mornings I couldn't even get out of bed. I'd stare at the ceiling, haunted by memories of what used to be my life. Every object reminded me of him, his laugh, his touch, the mornings we shared coffee. I cried until there were no tears left. Yet slowly I started to notice something. I was beginning to feel the air again, to see beauty in small things, like the sunrise. Adam came over often, bringing food and movies. He didn't ask me to talk, he just stayed. One evening he told me, "You don't owe anyone forgiveness, Ethan, especially not people who hurt you like that." His words stuck with me. For the first time, I realized that healing wasn't about pretending it didn't happen. It was about accepting the pain and learning that I still deserved peace despite it. Weeks turned into months. I started therapy, joined a local support group, and began painting again, something I hadn't done in years. It was my escape, my way to translate grief into color. Through therapy, I learned how deeply betrayal can damage trust, but also how powerful it is to choose yourself again. Each stroke of the brush felt like reclaiming a piece of my identity, one I thought was lost forever. One afternoon, while walking through Boston Common, I saw a couple holding hands. For a brief moment, sadness rose in my chest, but it didn't break me like before. Instead, I smiled. I realized love wasn't the enemy. It was the betrayal that poisoned it. I knew that one day I'd be able to love again, not because I forgot what happened, but because I learned I was still capable of love, even after being shattered. Sometimes my mother calls asking if I'll visit. I still don't know if I'm ready. Forgiveness is complicated. It's not a gift to others. It's a form of release for yourself. Maybe one day I'll sit across from her and tell her how much it all hurt. But not today. Today I'm learning how to stand again without the people who pushed me down. That, I think, is my real victory. Looking back now, I realize that losing them wasn't the end. It was the beginning of finding myself. Pain has a strange way of showing you who truly belongs in your life. My brother, my art, my peace. These are what matter. I'm not fully healed yet, but I'm no longer broken. My story isn't about betrayal anymore. It's about survival, strength, and rediscovering who I am when the world tries to take everything away.